And if you're watching this on the replay, hello, how you doing? And don't forget, comment down below as the stream goes on. Got lots of things to talk about tonight. It's been a funny old week, I've got to be honest, since last week. And one of the things that you may have noticed last week is that the replay of the Monday meetup didn't come up. And there is a reason for that. And I have to tell you, I made a huge boo-boo last week when I was doing the live stream. As I finished, I went to sort it all out and I deleted it. The complete up I deleted last week. So that's why there was no replay to it. And the worst about it all is that it's the only time ever that I've never had a replay go up. And I made a right boo-boo, got to be honest. But there you go. That's the sort of thing that I do. So if you was last week looking to see where the replay was, it's my fault. I don't know what happened. I did it by mistake. If the truth is known, I did it by mistake. I pressed the button and deleted it. And even when it came up and said, are you sure you want to delete this? I did the same thing. It's crazy. I don't believe how I did it. Just want to say hello to Dave, who's first in the chat room this evening. Welcome along, Dave. Oh, Nick's in there as well. Hi, Nick. How you doing? It's not been a bad week, to be honest. It's not been bad at all. A bit of excitement coming tomorrow, I've got to tell you about. Hi, Chris. How are you? Andy Merritt. Hello, Andy. How you doing? Tomorrow, finally, all going well. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed until it actually happens. They're coming to fit my fibre tomorrow. Yep, the fibre is coming tomorrow. I'll tell you what, it's been a bit of a pain. Oh, someone lost the channel. No, I haven't lost my channel. It's still going. We've still managed to keep going. My next door neighbour's internet has kind of been good enough to let us keep going all the time. I'm just having a look over the screen. It seems like I'm all shrunk in. I don't know quite why. Yeah, hopefully the fibre is coming in tomorrow. The biggest problem that we've got with it, I don't know what they're going to say. I want it to come into the office because I want to be able to plug into it with leads, so I haven't got to rely on the Wi-Fi waves. Anyway, my office is at the back of my house, and below my window is a shed. And I don't know how they're going to get to drill the hole with my shed being in the way. I hope they've got some kind of way of doing it. Jonathan Brewer has just come into the chat room and he's just said he's disappointed. And the reason he's disappointed is because he sent me an email earlier on today and asked me to do the live stream naked, basically. And it's a nice thought, but not for anybody to see. So yeah, fibre is tomorrow. I'm hoping they can get it sorted because my neighbour's been really good to me and let me jump onto his for ages. It wouldn't be PG rated, not that's right. And to be honest, from here you'd only see here upwards anyway, so it's hardly worth the effort, is it? So I've lost my. See, Jonathan, now you've made me lose my thread. So yeah, the fibre is being fitted tomorrow, hopefully. I've got a feeling though, I'm sat at my desk and on the top of the desk, I don't know if you've seen photos when I've put them up before, I built a frame over the top of the desk to lift my monitor up and so that I had room underneath to put my record deck and all that sort of stuff. But I got a feeling it's all going to be in the way tomorrow and I'm going to have to pull it all to pieces, take it all out, let them drill it all and then put it all back. And if I have to do that, I suppose I'll have to do it. But I'm not looking forward to it. No, I'm not getting the smoking jacket out again. What do you think I am, posh or something? I did find the belt, by the way. The belt, as I pulled it out of the cupboard the other day, it got caught and pulled it out. So I had to, it was hanging from something down in the bottom of the cupboard. Project Weaver, how are you doing? Good to see you. It's nice to see all your faces coming back in again. Tomorrow's video, while I think about it, right? I've gone back today and done, I went out early this morning to do a walk and talk video because I've not done any all winter. In fact, not since, the end of September last year, sometime probably. So I managed to get out this morning and do a walk and talk video. Now that doesn't sound anything exciting or anything, but it's one of them things. I've talked about it for ages now, how unfit I've got through illness and how I can't walk very far. So today I thought, damn this, I'm going to get on with it. I told you the other week I was going to do a video and try and do a video, and I might do a series of things I'm going to do to try and get my health back and get fit again. Well, the video tomorrow is the one that I'm going to talk and explain all that. So I went round the back of my house, back along this path and down there, and just had a chat basically. So that's the one that's coming out tomorrow, to give you a kind of taster of where I am and what I'm going to try and be doing along the way. So that will be Tuesday's video, because I thought I had to get it done early, because obviously they're fitting in the fibre tomorrow. So I'm going to be tied up for pretty much most of the day. Even if they get it done, they reckon they can get it done in a couple of hours. But it's been raining here, Chris, all day, all afternoon. It was all right this morning, but it's been raining out here today. Yeah, if they can get it done in a couple of hours, there'll still be a few hours putting it all back and playing with it and watching and trying to do something and upload and see what the difference in the speed is. The video that I uploaded this morning is 9 minutes long, and it took 1 hour and 55 minutes to upload it. So I'm hoping to see a major improvement on that, which will make a life a lot better. What else have I got here? I've been doing this series. We talked about it a while ago, about me doing a series of what I watched this month, talking about DVDs that I've watched, films that I've seen, series that I've been looking at. I've been doing it since the first month. I've finished off one series, so I'm going to be talking about that. And I've watched 13 films this month so far. And I've thought about this today, you know, that the films I've watched so many that they're kind of rolling into one at the minute. And so I think I'm going to have to, instead of doing the video all together, is to film it in bits. So when I see a film a short part review of it, then move on to the next one, short review of that. So you'll get one big long video, but I'll have different clothes all the way through it. That's the only way I can think of doing it. I've seen some good films, I've seen some old films as well. So that's been going on this week. What else? Question of the week for you. Oh, I should get paid. You swapped devices and got 3 adverts. Oh, thank you, Andy. Would you like to swap again? Question of the week this week. I've been talking about films a lot lately. What are your earliest memories of going to the pictures as you were growing up? I was thinking about it the other day, and my sister tells me that in 1964, she took me to the pictures to see Mary Poppins, but I didn't remember it, and I certainly didn't see Mary Poppins for years and years. And I think I only saw Mary Poppins the first time, perhaps last year or 18 months ago, something like that. So I don't remember when I went then. I slightly remember going to the pictures and seeing 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I was about 7 or 8, and it bored me to tears. I can remember that, but I don't remember the thing. The only thing I remembered about it, this is something that's come true in that time period, was the man on the spaceship was on the phone and he talked to his wife and family, which we can now do, not maybe from space, but you know what I mean. So that kind of come true. But the thing that earliest memory that really stands out for me was when we lived in Somerset. My mum and dad used to take us to London for a week at the end of the season when we shut the arcade and all that sort of stuff. My mum and dad used to take us to London, and they always used to take us off of Piccadilly Circus. There used to be a cinema, and in that cinema they used to show cartoons all day. And I could remember my mum and dad taking us to that cinema and seeing cartoons all day, and then ruin the day completely for me by taking us to the London Palladium to see Des O'Connor. And I can remember it so well because he'd come on the stage and he'd said something to the audience, and I shouted back at him and told him to get off because he was rubbish. And I was about 8. I didn't want to be there at all. And he made this big joke about being heckled by a child. Right, let me just have a look over here and see what's going on this side. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Jonathan. Oh, I love that film. That reminds me of my eldest son. Saturday Morning Pictures, Children's Film Foundation flicks. Do you know what, Chris? I was looking on Amazon yesterday, and there's a whole load of them on sale, and I was tempted to buy some. Andy, what age are you? Because I was 17 when I went and saw Star Wars, so you can't be that old. You got to be young, aren't you? Hi, Steve. How are you? Good to see you. Who else? I'm not one. I don't like going at the pictures. I got to be honest anymore. There's a few things I don't like about it, and I'll tell you what it is. I don't like the deluxe ones. I don't like the big plush seats because I fall asleep every time I sit in a comfortable seat. I fall asleep, and then what happens is I drift off and I'm nicely asleep, and then the surround sound in picture houses these days is so loud that something will happen and it wakes me up with a start. And I'm like, oh, God. And the worst of it is I've probably fell asleep with a drink in my hand. And so I spill it all down my trousers. So it's a complete and utter nightmare when I get a picture. So I haven't been for ages. I've got to be honest. 2001 large screen Blu-ray. Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't like that thing with the big seats. It's just too comfortable. I could just go to sleep. What else have we got here? Chris went to see The Italian Job at Flea Pit. I love a Flea Pit pictures. I really used to like them. Still got a lot of people munching yet. You're 51, so I've got 14 years on you then, Andy. That might be why I said you seem quite young. I got a story about Martin Clunes. I've met Martin Clunes, and I'll tell you what, he's a lovely fella. Years ago, when I was in Dorset, I bought some fairground equipment and went back out and did loads of shows and fetes all around Dorset. And I went to Bridport Carnival, and I had a set of trampolines, like on a trailer, big frame builds up, and it's got 6 trampoline beds on it. And Martin Clunes brought his 2 daughters up, and they had a go on my trampolines. And while I was having a go, I was chatting to him. He was a really nice fella. And they had a dive bomb, not a dive bomb, one of them, like, it's got a big arm and it spins like that, and it's got 2 cars, one at the top and bottom. And he was watching. I went, you should take your kids on that in a minute. And he went, you've got to be kidding. I'm not going on that. That's too scary. And I said to him, you've spent a bit of time in Cornwall, haven't you? Well, you've got to be braver than that. But he's a really nice fella, and he attends loads of fetes and shows, and he opens loads of them in Dorset. He's quite ingratiated himself well in the area, and he's seen about really often. And he's as nice a fella as you can meet. He's willing to chat. I saw him while I'm watching him walk around Bridport that time, and he was talking to loads of people there. And there's no airs and graces with him. His kids come on. I see him jump on the Dodgers with his kids. So Martin Clunes is a nice fellow. I liked him. Got to be honest. Let me have a look. No, never. I haven't seen Jaws 3. I haven't seen Jaws 2 either, to be honest. I said the first one. Sparkstron, hello, how are you? You're a hoarder and need to let some DVDs and videos go. Yeah, I know how you feel. I've started to curate mine. If you watch the channel a bit, you'll find that I've done a lot of videos about hauls and things that I've got. And the last haul I I got 100 DVDs given to me in a job lot on the recycle group in the village where I live. And I gave 40, 45, 46 of them, I think, straight to the charity shop because I wasn't going to, they weren't ones that interested me in the slightest. And I kept the rest, and of them, I kept probably 20% of them had gone straight into the collection, and the others I'm going to watch once and see whether I like them or not, and then they'll be passed on if I don't. So yeah, collecting DVDs, it's a curse, but it's a good one. I can now you see the overthinker. Hello, and I've got to tell you something about Jim Davidson. I've met him loads of times, and I found him to be a really nice person if you get to know him. I watched, I think it was the World Cup final in 1990 in his dressing room at Torquay when he was on there in the summer season. And my brother used to have an amusement arcade on the seafront at Weymouth. And one night I was in the arcade and I was mending a machine for him. So I was like, I had the machine turned around and I was heading the back of a machine, and someone tapped me on the shoulder, and I looked around and it was Jim Davidson, and he'd come and he'd just rescued a woman with his boat on the way into Weymouth. She had trouble, so he towed her into Weymouth and brought her in. I found with Jim Davidson that on a one-to-one and not in public, if you like, he seems a very nice person. He chats quite normally and lovely. He came to our arcade and was walking out of the arcade. And as he got to the front of the arcade, some people noticed him. And he became Jim Davidson. Do you know what I mean? He became the person that you would expect him to be when he's on the telly. And that was completely different to the person that I'd chatted with. But from all of the time, I'd say I'd met him loads of times. I've probably met him 6, 7 times. And he always came across as a really nice person. He was definitely not the loud, outgoing person that people generally see of him. So I can't say that Jim Davidson, to me, was really, really nice. Let me think what else we got. Right. Yeah, that's it. Jim Davidson is a persona. I was quite surprised in the time that I got to know him. He was quite quiet. He if he was in a group of people that he knew and he didn't have to perform for, he seemed quite a nice person. You got to take him as you find him, haven't you? And that's pretty much how it is for me. Yeah, he may well have gone. I did know he's gone political, but I'm not interested in that, so I don't keep up with any of that. Is it St. Patrick's Day today? I thought it was tomorrow. I don't know. I should know. With a name like Murphy, I should know this for sure, isn't it? I'm going to just go and check. I thought it was tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow. James, you had me all, what's it then? confused, befuddled. I thought it was tomorrow, and then you said Happy St. Patrick's Day, but I'll take that anyway. Freddie Starr was okay. I never met Freddie Starr. 1-to-1 was great in a crowd. Yeah, Chris, that's what I think it was like in regards to Jim Davidson. 1-to-1, he's fine. With people that he knows, he's fine. But when he gets out and it's somebody that you've got to be that person to, then that's it. Any Irish Aussies already started. More than likely. Dave, do you know what? Bill Oddie, we could be a bit miserable and grumpy. Yeah, I'd agree with that. So, yeah, that's the question of the day. What's your earliest memory of going to the pictures? Next up, I got this today. Now, this here is a box of goodies that I'm going to be using on the channel to help me get better video. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm doing a video tomorrow for it as a members only video where I'm going to unwrap it and show what's all in it and what it's about. Because I haven't done many members videos and I really should catch up. Especially as I had someone new join it last week and he's gone in at the best level. And so rubber ring cushion, definitely not. So yeah, it's something that I'm going to be using to help make videos better, particularly when I go outside, because I've been struggling at the minute. And so, yeah, yes, I'm teasing. Hello, Tammy. How are you? I am teasing. But it's going to be a members video that I'm going to do sometime this week. I won't do it tomorrow because I promised that I'd do like at least one members video every month. And so I'm going to open that tomorrow and I'm going to film it all. Trousers. Yeah, you're right there, Chris. So that's where we stand at the moment. Do I identify with McMurphy out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Absolutely not. I will be making cups of tea for the workers tomorrow. That is my main job. Anybody who comes and works in this house is always offered tea and coffee and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Our day's night at the Ritz at Burnham. I went at the cinema at Burnham, which is where I lived back in the 60s and up to the mid 70s. When we lived in a flat in the town in Victoria Street in Burnham once, and the flat was exactly opposite the pictures. And I could look out of my window, and you know them big posters that they used to put up on the front of the pictures? I could see them from my mum and dad's living room window. And I loved them. I loved all the way they was all painted at that. And I wish, I mean, I was only 7 at the time, but if I'd have been older and knew better, I'd have probably gone in there and tried to blag them to let me have the posters because I loved them posters. I loved all them film posters. I would have loved to have collected them. So, yeah, 2001 A Space Odyssey, I saw at the Ritz. But the best film I ever saw at the Ritz, Steve, and I think I've mentioned it before, is when I went to a school, St Dunstan's School. It was a prep school before public school and that. And we had a set of exams. And one of the pupils did so well at the exams, his dad paid for the whole of his year to go to the pictures. And we all took to the pictures one day as in the middle of the day, and we saw Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a special viewing, especially for us, and it was great. I remember that one. That stuck with me all the time because it was a school day, and we would have been doing school lessons otherwise, but instead we were in the pictures, so I really enjoyed that. Aaron, how are you? Good to see you. It's nice seeing a few of you in the chat room today. It's really good. So, yeah. Where am I standing? Where am I? I've almost 25 minutes. I'm doing so well today, 25 minutes. And I've just finished my notes. So that's pretty much everything that I had to talk about that I've thought of. I'm just trying to think. I'm sure there's other stuff. I said yesterday I was going to be such a good one. Oh, I loved Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I still do. I still watch it probably once or twice a year. I've got it on DVD downstairs, and it's a film that I love. Dave, you can derail the conversation into music. You know what? There's no rules here. There's two rules. We don't talk politics and we don't talk religion. You can talk about anything else, and I'll join in the conversation. Your help with something to talk about is always good. Aaron, I don't blame you. I love watching DVDs. Oh, I know what to tell you. Debs went away this weekend. She went, well, she didn't go for the complete weekend. She went Saturday and she came back last night. She went to her daughter's in Kent. I didn't go for the reason that being new with my CPAP machine and that, and still being pretty shattered after the day, I knew I'd want to go to sleep, and it was going to be noisy there because it was a kid's birthday party. And two of my grandkids, one was born on the 10th one year and one was born on the 12th the following year, or the other way around. But she went for this time down at Kent, which left me at home alone for the weekend. And so Saturday and Sunday, for the first time ever, I did pretty much nothing but watch telly. It was great. The only time I walked out was I went to a cab van that was out on the industrial estate on Saturday night for me tea. I went and had a kebab, and that was pretty much the only time I went out. The rest of the weekend, I sat watching telly, which was great. I watched a few films, as you can tell, and it was pretty good. I finished a series off, which I'm going to talk about in the What I Watched in March video. So I won't talk about it now because it spoiled it, wouldn't it? I'll keep it for that. But yeah, I watched a few films. All of them was pretty good. I won't talk about them because, as I said, I'm doing a video and I don't want to give it away too early, do I? Anyone use 4K? My last Blu-ray player was 4K, but I didn't have any Blu-rays that worked on it. But the bloody thing went wrong last summer, and that was a Panasonic DVD player, Blu-ray player, or whatever it's called, and I went and bought a cheap one off of Amazon, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, but it's not 4K. It's a lot easier to use than the Panasonic one, and I love it. It's a great. I bought. If you are looking for cheap DVDs and things, they're still out there and they're still really good. I bought one of them not known name Blu-ray players, and it's bleeding good. It's better than the old Panasonic one I had. Much more responsive, easier to get round and add things that I like subtitles, which I need all the time, pretty much these days. Do you know, Sparkstrom, I only saw E.T. for the first time about 6 weeks ago. I had never seen it. I don't know how I missed it, but I never saw it in the pictures. I've never seen it on any television version of it ever. And I saw it for the first time about 6 weeks ago. And perhaps I'm too old for it, but I'm a bit disappointed if the truth be known. You didn't like Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid? Or is it plaid? I can never work that out. Is it plaid or plaid? The Blu-ray player I've got does that. It's really good. If you leave a video and rather than take it out, just leave it in there. In fact, I've took DVDs out to put something else in when it's halfway through, and then when I put them in the next time, it's gone back and remembered where you was. HMV. We haven't got an HMV here, to be honest. What did I buy? I bought something recently. I'm just trying to think. Princess Bride I bought on a DVD. Oh, no, I know. The other week I showed you it, didn't I? I bought Arthur 1 and 2 on DVD because it was only available as that. That was the last one I bought. I got that from Amazon. Like I do everything because it's too far to get to the town. So I end up doing a lot of Amazon buying. If not, it's charity shops when I'm out and about. Hammer's Hound of the Baskervilles. I did see. I started having a look on Amazon last weekend to see what they've got in there, and there was a box set of Hammer House of Horror, the TV series, which I think okay, and the other one is there was a set of 20 films of what's it called now? The Hammer, the Hammer horror films, not the House of Horror, but the films themselves. There was a set of that I thought wasn't bad, 20 for about 25 quid. And I thought that wouldn't be a bad thing to buy new. How long would it take to convince me to use jellyfin? Do you know what? I'm a technophobe. I really am. I watched a video on here on the easy way to do it all. And I was confused from about 35 seconds in, because once he started explaining how to do it all, I completely lost it, and he may as well have been speaking to me in German, because I couldn't do it. I saw that Brushstrokes is now 80 quid myself the other day, but I watched it. Oh, when was it on? It was on one of the Freeview channels last year. I can't think which one it was. I don't think it was TPTV. It was one of them. And we watched it all, Jacko and the gang. And I thought it was still funny. I think it holds up quite well, to be honest with you. I've got a soundbar on one of the tellies, not on my one downstairs, though. Really weird, eh? I had it on my telly, but I took the soundbar off because in my garage, I've got a laptop that sits in there full of music, so that when I'm working in the garage, I can play music, and I'll put the soundbar in the garage with my PC, so I listen to music if I'm in the garage doing anything. But truth be told, I haven't been fit enough to do anything in the garage since last year, so it's just sitting out there feeling lonely, I expect. Ooh. Yeah, I've got an urge to buy a collection of Hammer films. I think they take me back to the days when I was a little boy, and my mum used to watch them and that. And I can remember as I got older, she'd let me watch them with her, and they was on the telly at night. I got kind of nostalgic, sentimental thoughts about them, so I quite like having them. Hudson Day movie trilogy Blu-ray. That's not bad, $9.99. That's not bad at all. How many films was in that then, Jonathan? Let's see, have I missed any of your comments? If I've missed any, I'm sorry. I'm just looking back. A trilogy, 3. Cool. I've got a couple of their films. I know I've got Pillar Talk. I can't remember what they're called, to be honest. I think I've got 2 or 3 Rock Hudson Doris Day films. We like Doris Day in this house, I've got to be honest. So yeah, I've just had a look up on my stats here, and I've now got 5,599 subscribers. I don't know where the other two have come from, but I'm one away from getting to 5,600. I can't wait. That'll be good. Ooh. Jonathan, have you got the name for that? Or is it called Rathbone and Bruce Movie Collection? Let me know. Oh, I've not been to Exeter since I moved up here. Long time. Patrick, how are you? What TV setups do I have for my DVDs and Blu-ray? I've got a Blu-ray player, which I use for all of them. It's a cheap 80 quidder off of Amazon. By the way, did you know I've got a store on Amazon that you can buy stuff if you want to? Give me a little bit of money on the side. That does. It brings me in a tiny little bit. But I put all of the stuff that I buy that I think's any good on there. So if you want to go and have a look at my store, it's amazon.co.uk/shop/Sandscratcher. Yeah, I watch my Blu downstairs on the telly, on the big telly. It's only 39 inches. It's not a big telly. I can't actually get a bigger telly. We haven't got the room in there for a bigger one. So we're stuck at that size. Yes, I heard about the 2 Doctor Who programs that have just come on. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. There's been a couple of videos up on YouTube about it. Can you believe that they used to wipe stuff, tape it and wipe it? It's crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? I don't know which ones they are, Chris. I haven't watched the videos yet, but I think it's 2 early ones, isn't it? If anyone has seen the video about it, but they did say that 2 have been found. There's a reference Sherlock Holmes' definitive collection, all 40 movies. Oh, that looks good. I'll have a look for that then, Jonathan. I'll tell you what my favourite, Jonathan, my favourite Sherlock Holmes movie. Let's start that again. My favourite Sherlock Holmes movie stars Michael Caine as Sherlock Holmes and Ben Kingsley as Mr. Watson, and it's called Without a Clue. And it's a really, really funny film. It follows the story, but it's really funny. It's a comedy. And it's a comedy in which Mr. Watson is the brains of the outfit, and Michael Caine is just a drunken actor who plays Sherlock Holmes because Mr. Watson's written the books about him. So that's really a good. It was hilarious. I didn't expect it to be any good when I saw it, but it was brilliant, and it really made me laugh. And tons of extras in it. That's good. Patrick, yeah, we get problems with the lag on here at the moment. It's been a problem for ages. My internet at home at the moment is so bad. There was a time when we used to lose the stream every week because of it. And so I went to recording it on my phone using just my normal data to do the live streams. But it's never been good around here. And I'm hoping that tomorrow, if they get the full fibre on here, it should make a difference. And hopefully from next week, the live stream should be better. I've got OBS on my computer, which is supposedly a pretty good program for doing live streams. I've tried it out, but not already used it as, I've never had the chance to use it as a live stream. So if I get time to play with it this week, who knows, by next week I could be using that to do a live stream. But we'll see. Don't hold me to it. I'll just play and try and see where we go from there. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is a great film. But I like Steve Martin, so I'm going to say that anyway. Yeah, Michael Caine is great. I've seen him in so many films where I've always thought that he was good. You're all getting heavy. I'm just trying to keep up with you guys at the minute. YouTube videos on Doctor Who stuff you search for. Yeah, there's definitely some, Dave. I know I've seen some come up on my homepage, and I haven't had a look at them yet, but they've certainly come up on my homepage. So there are certainly films about it. Yeah, hopefully. Hi Kay, how are you? Good to see you in the room. James, yeah, I'm hoping next week, with a bit of luck, if I get this fibre in and get it so I understand how to use everything, I reckon if it comes tomorrow, I should be able to use it by next week and start using it properly, and we'll get better streams, more quality looking streams at least. I suppose Michael Caine is getting a bit older now, isn't he? Upload speed. Yeah, hopefully, Andy, it should be much improved. I mean, at the minute, it's really, really bad. I'm having 1 terabyte is what I'm having with my fibre. I was going to go for the lower one. For the price difference on it, I might just as well. That's at the moment, my upload speed at the moment with this normal. My upload speed on here is under 1 megasecond, well under 0.7 or something like that. It's really, really slow, and it has been ever since I've been here. And so the opportunity now they've put the fibre down to get it swapped is really something I'm looking forward to. Oh, I've got to tell you something else. You know, the supplier that I was with who turned it off, I got an email from them tonight telling me that my next money will be taken out, and I've already left. They've sent me a bill for 56 quid, BT. They are. I'm going to say it, BT, my provider, or my ex-provider, even though I'm not using them anymore. Sent me a bill today. So just before I was on this live stream, I was on the phone to them, and they was trying to get out of it by saying they haven't been informed by the other people, even though they told me that even though I've got a letter from them saying that they haven't got fibre around here. BT don't offer it where I am. City Fibre, whoever they are, come and put all of the stuff in last August, but my BT contract ran out in November. So once November was over and out the way with, we kind of waited until I waited until somebody else got it and saw that it was all right. And there's a few in our road have got it now, so mine should be coming tomorrow. I've been in direct debit cancelled today, and I've also had a phone call with them and had a little, a word or two. Because it turns out, what's more, is that you pay in front for your thing, so they should still have been on all the while. So, just another little thing to grind your wheels, isn't it? But hopefully, by this time tomorrow, I'll be doing my thing on fibre. Can't wait. I'm really excited, you know. I'm really excited about getting Fiverr. I expect after about 3 weeks, I'll just think of it as normal. But where it's going to be the biggest thing for me is uploading videos because it takes so long to do now. Yeah, ain't they just, Tammy? Ain't they just? So we are 45 minutes. We've got a quarter of an hour left. What do you want to talk about then? What do you want to talk about? Andy, I've had problems. I've had BT since I've been in this house, which is 13 years. And every time it rains, it's been a problem. I've had to call them out no end of time. So BT aren't brilliant where I live. I've got to be honest. And I only really used them for broadband. I never used them for the phone. I haven't used my phone for years because when you put the phone on now at home, you tend to just get blooming salesmen trying to flog your stuff, don't you? Alien, 1979. I went and saw that in the pictures, right, with my first wife, but we weren't married at the time. And you know that bit where it comes out, whoosh, out of the stomach of John Hurt? And we sat there. I've never seen it. It's a wonderful movement I saw. She came up in the air, across and down on my lap when that happened. I don't know how she done it, but she left the seat, went up, and landed on my lap. That's my biggest memory of Alien, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm so looking forward to it. They had copper pipe. The copper connections are really bad, aren't they? I know that their connections at where my garden is, there's a path that runs along the back of it, and just the other side of the path, they've got like a manhole there, and that's where all their connections are. And I can remember once they was in all my phone went off, and it was terrible. And they came out and done some work there, and they was out there for absolutely ages, you know, ages trying to sort it out. And the engineers come in and said the copper piping, copper connections and things, because it's copper wire as well, isn't it? And they said that it was awful. So, but just waiting. That's all I can say. I'm just waiting for tomorrow. Can't wait. Spoilers. Oh, look at it. Yeah, if you've not seen Alien yet, I've just spoiled it for you, haven't I? I'm just looking. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to: seeing how they get it into my front garden. It's easy for them because it comes from the path. It goes across my front garden and into the courtyard in front of my house. Sounds big and flash, doesn't it? I've got a courtyard, and we got a water fountain in the middle as well. That's nothing to do with me. It was there when we come. So they got to get around that, get across that, get down the side of my house, come round the back of my house, go up the side of the house, and come in through the window at the back. So it's not an easy one, but I'm looking forward to seeing how long it takes them and gets it. Depends how accommodating they are. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Andy. All I know is they said I can have it put in any room I wanted it put in. And I want it in this room because I want to be able to plug into it by cable in the office. And then see, I'm rubbish at all that stuff. I'm clever at some stuff, but you know, when it comes to electrics and anything like that, I'm pretty rubbish. No, they said that they'd run it to any room in the house. I explained it when I ordered it that I wanted it to be in from this office, and they said it wasn't a problem. They'd come and do it. So, but like I was saying earlier on, Andy, right underneath this window is a shed, and that will make it awkward for them to get to it. I think they can just about get to it without having to climb all over the shed. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm going to sleep with my fingers crossed tonight. They're supposed to be coming first thing in the morning with a bit of luck. And then after that, I should be up and running. Cannot wait. It's like a kid waiting for Christmas, isn't it? I've been waiting. I ordered it, and it's taken a month since I ordered it. So it's kind of been, every time I've uploaded a video, I've been thinking to myself, oh, I wish this would hurry up. Do they give you Wi-Fi repeaters? I don't know, to be honest with you, Andy. It's something I didn't think about. I've got a Wi-Fi repeater already for the setup for the down in the living room, but I don't know. I know what a repeater is because I've got one already, but they didn't, and I didn't even think to ask. But I suppose I'll ask tomorrow, and I'll get charged for it, no doubt. The Odd Couple. I saw that. I've got the first series of The Odd Couple on DVD, which I love, and it's my favourite comedy of the lot. The film, not so much. I haven't seen it for I don't know, 30 years or about something. Must be. It sounds ages ago, doesn't it? But that was like in the 90s. I haven't seen the film, but yeah, I loved The Odd Couple. Godfather, I bought a box set of The Godfather, must be 25 years ago, and I've still got that, and we watched all of them recently. I will be happy once it's all installed, Steve, very. Especially if it makes my life easier with regard to doing videos and stuff. There are times, I don't know if you get like this, when you have times when you want to do something on the spur of the moment, and I can be talking to somebody and having a conversation, and they'll mention something in the conversation, right? And I think to myself, I could make a video of that. That would be a great video, and I could come and film it and make it that second, and then upload it. Do you know what I mean? And then I always find that I'm better at a spur of the moment thing than if I dwell on it and spend time thinking about it, because it's the spontaneity of it all seems to go, and then I don't get the emotional feeling, I suppose, about it like I do. When you're really excited and something's really exciting and you could talk about it for ages, and then 2 months later or 2 weeks later or something, and that excitement's passed, and then you want to talk about it. It's never the same. And I've always liked to do that. Is if I get the video that I put out the other day is a perfect example. I got an email or an answer to a comment about something from one of the viewers asking me a question about would I do a video about the pain we suffer as we get older with memories and all that sort of stuff. And I thought it was such a good idea that I thought about it, wrote out some bullet points about what I wanted to talk about, filmed it and uploaded it all in the same day. And that was really, it's good to do that. And the bit from uploading it, from when I finished it and had it edited and done all that sort of stuff, the uploading bit took longer than it did to film it, to edit it, and get it ready to go. It's really odd. That's what I'm looking forward to. The thought of it will help. Everything will be faster, and that's got to be better. My mum used to say to me, I'm speaking to the overthinker now. My mum used to say to me when I was a kid, I did a video about this last summer, I think. And she used to say to me about, as you get older, time's going to speed up and it'll go faster. And I didn't get what she meant, but it does, doesn't it? I think January seemed like 2 years, but we're halfway through March now, and that was like 2 minutes ago. It's really weird how that thing's working it. Yeah, Andy, I've had that happen where I've started uploading a video and I've had a problem with the internet. It's gone off. And then when it's come back on again, I've had trouble getting it. So I've had to try and restart all of it. And it's a pain. It's definitely a pain. Anyone who's watching this on the replay, and by the way, if you're still watching on the replay, thank you very much. If you've got any comments to make, don't forget, comment down there because I like to hear from you. But it's really funny how we jump about on this. I watch other people's live streams, and they talk about this one thing and they talk about the same thing for the whole of the live stream. And the occasional question would come in. But it's not like this channel. This is like going to the pub with your mates. That's what it feels like for me. We talk about anything and it can go there and everything. And it's good how it all kind of joins up somehow or other. Yes, Dave, I agree. Totally speeds up. Oh, I feel so... You're 52. You're so young. I'm getting that. I'm at that stage of my life where this November I'll be drawing my pension. I still don't think I'm that old, Thank you, Kay. I hope you think this channel's like a conversation with a friend, because that's exactly what I was aiming for. I've always thought of this channel of being that kind of way. I don't think of myself in any way, shape or form as some kind of influencer or teacher or anything like that. When I talk about the videos that I talk about that aren't music videos or TV and films and all that, when I talk about the other stuff, the life lessons, if you like, films, the videos, none of them are meant to be me teaching you something. It's all on about, it's about a normal person's thoughts, basically. The things that I've found have worked for me over the years. The bits of stuff that have happened to me along the way that are kind of, come to know. And I don't think that what I do on this channel is anything other than chatting to people. It's fun. I think I love the live streams. I got some reports the other day saying that the live streams, the people who watch the rest of the videos, out of all of the videos, only 10% of those people watch the live streams. So the live streams don't do very well for my channel. They advised me to start doing shorts instead. And I hate shorts, I gotta be honest. I don't like them, I don't watch them. And I made 7. And I've made all of them private. I don't even want interplay from them. I hate shorts. So I'd give me a live stream where I get to chat to you guys any day. It's much more fun. Do shorts or wear shorts. I've done videos wearing shorts, but no, shorts aren't my thing. I like this kind of thing. I particularly like this. If I could do it more often, I would probably do more live streams than I would videos. Yeah, probably Sparkstron. Have you got a real name? I'd much rather call you your real name than Sparkstron. No shorts in shorts, but long videos in long johns. I've done that too, Andy. in the midst of winter when I'm freezing, I've worn long johns when I've done a video. Absolutely. And I'll do it again. Hi, Neil. Nice to meet you properly. Much better calling you Neil. Anyone who's got any name other than that, let me know your real one. And I will try and learn it, as I have done with most people, so I get to know you all. Anyway, time is nearly up. 59 minutes, 41 seconds, it says. And so I'm going to call it a day, wrap it up, go and see my wife because she's come home from work and I haven't even seen her yet. Maybe, Andy, your name is Bob. It could be, couldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go. I'd like to thank you all once again for your support of the channel, for being here, watching it on the replay, however you're watching this. I will do my best tonight to try and not delete this when I shut down, because that's what I end up normally doing. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who've been watching. It's been really great. Hopefully the next time I get to talk to you, we'll have fibre and it'll be faster, and that picture up there on the monitor will be better. Till then, have a great week, won't you? I will speak to you all very soon. Don't forget, video out tomorrow. Ta-da now.